Hello everyone, my name is Kingston, and now I'll be covering part 1, which is the system development methodology and the project charter of the ABC Driving School management system. So before we get into any of the diagrams or design work, we needed a starting point. Basically, what is system actually supposed to do? Right now, ABC Driving School is running things manually. Student registration, booking lessons with instructors, tracking how far along a student is in their course, and collecting payments. All of that is scattered across paper records or separate processes. That creates real problems. Double booking, lost track of who's paid, no easy way of an instructor to check their own schedule. So our system is meant to bring all 5 of those processes: registration, scheduling, instructor, management, progress tracking, and payments into one place. Now, before we could design anything, we had to pick a development methodology, and we went with waterfall model. The reason is very simple. This case study already gives us a clear fixed requirement. We're not dealing with a client who's going to change their mind next week. So we don't need something flexible like agile. Waterfall works in stages: requirements first, then design, then implementation, testing, and so on. And each stage has to be finished and checked off before moving into the next. That actually matched how our team worked too. Since each of us was responsible for a different section, it made sense to lock down the requirements early so everyone downstream, the diagrams, the ARD, the input and output designs, could be on the same foundation without things shifting under team. So now we talk about the objectives. In terms of what we are actually trying to achieve, our main objectives are getting students to register online without staff manually entering data, automating the lesson scheduling so instructors and students don't end up double book, giving instructors a way to log attendance and progress directly, keeping one accurate record of each student's progress, and letting payments happen securely online with the status update automatically. Our job scope. For scope, we kept this focused. What's included is registration, scheduling, instructor accounts, progress tracking, and payment processing. What's not included, things like the actual driving test itself, integrating with government licensing bodies, or building a mobile app. Those are out of scope for this project. The stakeholders. The people involved are the students, instructors, the admin staff who oversee the whole thing, school management who is sponsoring this, and obviously our development team handling the analysis and design. Now, constraints. And a couple of honest constraints. We are working off case study, not an actual driving school, so some details are our best interpretation of the scenario. We are also working within a fixed semester timeline, so the scope had to stay realistic. And as for closing,
my name is Fredo Nelson Pius. My matrix number is B0325101169. And so for our work breakdown structure, we use the Gantt chart to plan our 8-week timelines. We started with our requirements and system analysis in the first few weeks. And once our analysis was done, we were able to work on our system diagrams and interface design at the same time. So throughout the last 4 weeks, we focused on finalizing our report and the presentation slides leading up for the submission. So next is our context diagram, which shows how the system connects with 3 main external entities. First, the pelajar submit their registration and login details, and the system send back their schedule confirmations. And then the instructor updates their availability and progress reports and receive the pelajar information they needed for the classes. Finally, the system sends payment requests directly to the payment gateway and gets the payment status in return.
Next is the Level 1 DFD for instructor management. This process explains how instructors manage student lesson activities. The process begins with 3.1 record attendance. where the instructor record whether the student attend the scheduled lesson or not. Next is 3.2, record lesson outcome, stores the result of the lessons, and then move to 3.3, update instructor schedule. The instructor update their schedules and provide feedback after the lesson. The updated schedule is saved in the instructor record database. Finally, 3.4, generate progress record that compiles the students' attendance, lesson outcomes, and instructor feedback into a progress record. This record is stored in a progress record database. Will later be used to generate student progress report. Next is the level 1 DFD for progress tracking. This process focuses on monitoring and reporting student learning progress. The first step is 4.1, retrieve progress data, where the system retrieves the student progress information from the progress record database. After the data have been retrieved, the system performs 4.2, generate progress report. The system organizes the attendance record, lesson outcomes, and instructor feedback into structured report. Finally, 4.3, display progress report, present the completed report to both student and instructor. Lastly, I will explain the level 1 DFD for payment processing. The process starts with 5.1, receive payment details, where the student submits their payment information. Next, 5.2, send payment request, forward the payment details to the payment gateway for processing. The payment gateway then returns a confirmation to 5.3, verified payment. The system checks whether the transaction is successful. Once verified, the payment record is stored in the payment record database. Finally, 5.4, generate receipt, creates a payment receipt which is provided to the student as proof of successful payment.
Myself, I'm Dimash Picture Karabir. My metric number is B0325108229. So in our group project, my first section is EERD, the Enhanced Entity Relationship Diagram. So in my part, this EERD diagram represents the database designed for the ABC driving school management system. It contains 6 main entities. First one is student, course, instructor, lesson, progress, and payment. So these entities are connected through one-to-one and one-to-many relationship to ensure the database is normalized and supports all major system functions. My second part is input design. The student registration form is designed to collect student information such as personal details, driving license number, and course selection. The form uses clear labels, appropriate input controls, and validation rules to reduce data entry errors. Okay, my next topic is output design. The student progress report provides a summary of the student's learning progress, including attendance, lesson outcomes, test results, and instructor feedback. The report is organized to improve and help instructor and students monitor their performance.